In this video, I'm going to be focusing on Verso Check-in student reflection data. When checking in with students, the first thing Verso requires students to do is complete the sentence, "We are learning too." We want students to be able to clearly articulate what it is that they've been learning. And to help them with that, we give them a selection of verbs that they can choose from. Now for this video, I'm only going to focus on responses to that first question. In this teacher dashboard, I can see how the students responded. The first student, who I can see was confused by the red marker, thought, "We are learning to fix our grammar, usage, mechanics, activities." So clearly a little bit confused about the learning objective as well. This next student, "We're learning to create better sentences and add more detail to our writing." And again, in the same lesson, this student, "We're learning to develop a thing that will help us in the future." Okay, so see there's some ambiguity around what's actually happening in that lesson. What's interesting about this data is it aligns with recent research in the US, where during over 17,000 lesson observations, only 33% of students could actually articulate what they were learning in any given lesson. Now, this is really important because if students can't articulate what they're learning, the best we can hope for is passive compliance. If students don't have clarity on what they're learning and what they need to do to demonstrate they've been successful, it's impossible for them to monitor their own progress, to seek out or give feedback, to make choices about the skills and strategies they need to use, to take notes, to know or even to be able to celebrate when they've been successful. It's no coincidence then, if you look at the strategies that students are asking for the next lesson, half the class want clarity. They want clear teacher explanations and time to discuss what they need to do to be successful. Now, if this was your class, what would you do to give your students the clarity they need to move the learning forward? Which motivational strategies would you deploy to connect students more closely to their learning? Think of a couple you might use. Try them out in class and then run your own Verso check-in and see the extent to which you've been successful. Give it a go.